Abraham Duquesne, Marquis du Bouchet, was a French naval officer, who also saw service as an admiral in the Swedish Navy. He was born in Dieppe, a seaport, in 1610, and was a Huguenot. He was the son of a naval officer and therefore became a sailor himself, spending his early years in merchant service in the French Navy. In 1635, he was Capitaine de Vaisseau in the French Navy. In 1636, he was appointed to the Neptune squadron. In May 1637, he gained some fame for capturing the island of Lerins from the Spanish. Around this time, his father died in a conflict with the Spanish, which permanently increased his animosity towards them, and he sought revenge. He fought them viciously at the Battle of Guiteria in 1638, during the expedition to Corunna in 1639, and in the battles at Tarragona in 1641, Barcelona and the Cabo de Gata. Service in the Swedish Navy. Duquesne then left to join the Swedish Navy in 1643. On the side of the Swedes, he fought the Danish fleet at the Battle of Kolberga Heide, where King Christian IV himself was in command of the Danish fleet, in the frigate Regina 34. Later at Fehmarn, the Danes were decisively defeated, their admiral Prosmund killed and his ship taken. After a peace had been reached between the Danes and the Swedes in 1645, he returned to France, returned to French service. He suppressed a revolt at Bordeaux in 1650, during the Fronde outbreaks. During that same year, he created at his own expense a squadron with which he blockaded the Gironde, forcing that city to surrender. This earned him a promotion in rank to chef d'escadre, a castle, and a gift of the entire Isle of Indre, Loire-Atlantique. The French and the Spanish made peace in 1659, which left him to fight pirates in the Mediterranean Sea. In 1667 he was promoted lieutenant general. He distinguished himself in the Third Dutch War, fighting as second in command of the French squadron at the Battle of Solbay and later supporting the insurgents in the revolt of Messina from Spain. Fighting Admiral Michel Adrien Zunderreuter, who had the united fleets of Spain and the United Provinces under his command. He fought the combined Dutch-Spanish fleet at the Battle of Stromboli and the Battle of Augusta, where de Ruyter was mortally wounded. On the 2nd of June he was present as second in command when the French fleet under Captain Vivonne attacked and partly destroyed the Spanish-Dutch fleet at the Battle of Palermo, which secured French control of the Mediterranean. For this accomplishment he received a personal letter from Louis XIV and was given, in 1681, the title of Marquis along with the estate of Bouchet, even though he was a Protestant. Duquesne also fought the Barbary pirates in 1681 and bombarded Algiers between 1682 and 1683. In response, the Algerians tied the French consul Jean Lavacher to their huge Barber Mertzug cannon and blasted him towards the French fleet in July 1683. Another French consul received the same treatment in 1688, and the cannon became known as La Consulaire. Duquesne bombarded Genoa in 1684. Last years. In that same year, 1684, he retired from poor health. He may have foreseen the revocation of the Edict of Nantes in 1685, though he was exempted from the prescription. He died in Paris on the 2nd of February 1688. Trivia. The Marquis Duquesne de Menville, another famous mariner, was his grandnephew. 8 vessels of the French Navy have been named in his honor. See French ship Duquesne.